You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good Monday morning to you, sir.
Oh, yeah, another weekend come and gone. Holy cats, man, what a crazy world. Hey, you know what? You knew him, you loved him. Very important birthdays today. Julius Caesar.
Oh.
Yep, he was doing
knew
pretty
him,
good.
you loved him.
You know him, you loved him. Had a salad named after him.
No, it's not.
He's running Rome, being all Romy and
All
stuff.
Romy.
And his buddy Brutus knifed him, took him out. Brutus, of course, went on to co-star with Popeye the Sailor Man. Yep, know your history.
Salad's not named after that Caesar?
Oh, do you know I don't care?
Okay.
Patrick Stewart has a birthday today. He was Captain Picard. Took over from James Kirk. And also the X-Men, which I've never really gotten into, but I guess is pretty popular too. Harrison Ford. He's like 70?
Yeah.
Holy cats. You may not know this, and you got to watch it quick, but American Graffiti, that's where he got his
the cowboy.
Big break, yeah.
In the 32 Ford.
Yeah, crashed that beautiful 32 Ford. 1943, the greatest tank battle in history. This thing was amazing. Russians against the Germans. Happened in Kursk. Approximately 6,000 tanks were involved in this.
Whoa.
Holy cow.
You imagine that?
No.
That battle took approximately 9 days.
Oh, my goodness.
It ended today in 1943. It actually fired up on July the 5th. Russians won, German 0. In fact, the Russians lost and got destroyed about 2,900 of their tanks in that battle. Crazy stuff. 1923, the Hollywood sign is officially dedicated. Sitting above the hills above Hollywood, L.A. Hollywood's a little suburban area of Los Angeles there.
Is that where that is?
It originally read Hollywood Land.
I knew that.
Yep. And then it went under a renovation in 1949, and they just took the land off it. So there's your story there. Also, Live Aid took place this day in 1985. That turned into a global event. In fact, 1.9 billion people tuned that in. Almost 40% of the global population managed to catch at least part of those concerts.
I remember that.
That was
I remember
amazing.
that. I didn't watch it, but I remember everybody talking about it.
Yeah, and raised $70 million
I recently watched
for hunger and stuff.
A video online that had the movie. What was the movie just recently with Freddie Mercury? Anyway,
the Queen movie.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. I think.
Yeah, it was considered one of Queen's best performances ever.
Well, somebody took a bunch of time to do a split screen of the movie during Live Aid and the actual performance of Live Aid. And in your right speaker, you're hearing the movie, and the left speaker, you're hearing the real thing. And on the screen, you're seeing what happened and just how close they were to getting that almost exact. It's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, just the hookups and everything else. It was just crazy. Wembley Stadium was the site of one of the big shows in London, and John F. Kennedy Stadium in Philadelphia. Those were the two bigs, but then all these other link-ups started happening. It was going on Soviet Union, Canada, Japan, Yugoslavia, Austria, Australia, West Germany. It was just massive.
We should do one of those today.
Yeah.
Just spur of the moment.
A Live Aid?
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you think you get annoyed just trying to park at the Premier Center when Garth is in town, this was a little bigger undertaking.
It's a bit of a big deal. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Heck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, happy Monday in your shiny, happy little faces there. Don, good to see you. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Ranger Don.
Just a thought here. I'm thinking maybe we ought to get together, maybe do a little bowling. I think you'll find I'm right up your alley. I'm kidding. Holy cow! We're all friends here. We're pretty. But honestly, Heidi, I could just eat you right up. Marinate you in a little olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, a little minced garlic, cracked pepper, a few splashes of red wine.
Wow.
Just let you set overnight. Truss you up on a rotisserie over a nice open oak and hickory log flame.
Well, this is getting awkward.
Turn you till you're perfectly browned. Then plate you up with some fresh asparagus, pile of American fries, and a frosty mug of Red Bull, because that gives me wings. And just sit back and savor the moment and count my blessings. But we got a little off track.
Do you have any critter knowledge to get to by chance?
I sure do. Sorry.
Checking.
Just sometimes it gets a little lonely at the Ranger Dan Fortress of Ranger 2.
I'm sure it does.
Man has his needs. We've been working our way through the alphabet, little Radio Rangers, and if I'm not mistaken, and sometimes I am, we're on O.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, some animals that begin with O, some critters. You got your basic owls, you got your ostriches, by the way. You got your orangutans, which are the king of the jungle. That's one of the biggest little, well, they're not monkeys or apes. That's the biggest ape there is, and those will kill you. I think they got the red backside, which is...
Oh, yeah, those are baboons.
Is disturbing. It's like, bend over, smile, I'm taking your picture. Octopuses, or octopi, if you will. If there's a bunch. Did you know your octopus has 3 hearts?
Oh, really?
I did not.
That's not 1, not 2, but 3, which makes for very, very unusual Valentine's cards. You got your basic possums running around, and boy, that's pretty. I always just assumed that started with a P, but nope, there it is, black and white.
Opossum.
I'll be darned. And then otters. Who doesn't love otters? Otters are just cute as the dickens, aren't they? And otters, because of their very specialized fur and their love of water, otters are 100% dishwasher safe. Which make them a snap at bath time.
That's awesome.
That's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers.
I hope
you learned. Yeah, sure. Just chime right on in there, Don.
I just wanted to... Because you said the possum starts with O, the opossum. Isn't that only the Irish possums that are opossums?
You're killing me. Remember, little Radio Rangers. If the good Lord had wanted us to be vegetarians, well, he would have made broccoli a whole lot more fun to shoot. Is Ranger Dan out? Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
And it's time right now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris. What do we have for Water Cooler Talk, sir?
That pipeline has been in the news again, in the forefront of the news, and apparently it was supposed to be closed down. A judge up in North Dakota said, shut her down because environmental studies, which, on and on and on. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Associated Press, Dateline, Bismarck, North Dakota. This thing could get a little sketchy again. The owner of the Dakota Access Pipeline is continuing to fill it with North Dakota crude oil. They were supposed to empty that thing, apparently, according to some judge up in North Dakota.
Yeah.
And now says there are no immediate plans to shut down the line, despite a federal judge's order that it be stopped within 30 days for additional environmental review. Now, pipeline owner Energy Transfer asked the court mid last week to halt the order and is seeking to expedite an appeal on this deal. Pipeline spokeswoman Vicky Granado, personal friend of mine who I've never met, says the company is not defying the judge's order, but the line isn't being shut down for now. She says the company, in fact, is still taking orders to move oil in August.
Oh, wow. So, but they have 30 days.
30 days to basically empty it out. And what other environmental studies you need? I honestly...
Exactly.
But here's
what
my
else
question.
is out there? They've beat this thing to death.
If they're saying 30 days, and they were told this on, even if it was, the end of last week on like the 9th, they would be able to keep doing this until like August 9th. So I could
technically,
see that. Yeah. So what is the story here? That they still have 30 days?
Well, who knows how long it takes to empty it, though, is the thing. I mean, it's probably not like they can just turn it off and it's done. So
the judge ordered that thing shut down, empty it out within 30 days.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Company is saying Dakota Access Pipeline
they're saying no.
is appealing that.
They're appealing the decision anyway.
Appealing that, yeah.
So they're like, well, we got 30 days, and during that time, we're going to appeal that.
This stuff always gets sketchy. To me, it's like, okay, this oil can either travel via pipeline, and yes, every now and again there is a leak here and there. That's just kind of nature of course. But it seems to me to be far better than having thousands and thousands of tanker trucks.
I would think so.
Driving all over the interstate. I mean, just, it's like, what do you want really if you big picture this thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting stuff. Well, thank you for that report, Dan. I'm very confused. I'm going to go do some Googling.
No, keep you up to, because, this does affect us all. If you drive a vehicle, it affects you.
Oh, yeah.
It just does. That's what we're talking about here.
There you go. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for our bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Now, typically our bright spot of news shines on something locally, and it's something that just kind of brightens everybody's mood and makes you really happy. It's good news of some sort. But today, our good news reaches far beyond Sioux Falls. We've got on the phone with us today from Kool and the Gang. We have Kool, and we've got his brother Ronald. They're actually celebrating, believe it or not, 50 years in the music business this year, and they've got a really fun project that we're going to be talking about with them today for our bright spot of news. But first of all, let's say welcome to the program. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
We're fantastic here. Now, you've got kind of fun stuff you're working on right now. Let's talk a little bit about this new project you're working on.
Yeah, it's a series. It's like a documentary we morphed into a series. Taking a different approach than having a regular documentary. I don't know what regular docs are, but, a documentary like that. We're telling our story. Animation are acting it out.
So there are 5 episodes done right now, 5 more that are kind of in the works. If I want to watch the ones that are available now, where do I go to find these?
So far, on YouTube channel, it's Kool and the Gang Show. And then on our webpage is withDanFarris.com. And the first episode is up there for people to get a look at the Kool and the Gang before they were cool in the gang.
That's awesome. We're going to throw a link to that on our Facebook page to make it easy to find as well. Now, let's go back. You guys are celebrating over 50 years in the music business. Kool and the Gang has been around a long, long time. When you first got started, Kool, did you have any idea that it was going to take off like it did?
Let me go back before that. My brother Rob can elaborate on that. We started off as hanging out in the street, little cool gang, trying to be cool. From around the next town, Ohio, my brothers and I, and then we went on to meet the rest of the members, and we became the Jazzy Acts and the Soul Town Band and the Kool and the Flames and Kool and the Gang. But from the street to success, I guess you can say, on that one. And of course, with our records of the 70s and the 80s, we became very big artists. So, but in the beginning, for me, it was in the street, and then I moved on to Kool and the Gang. Ron, you can continue on that. Yeah, it wasn't really like he was in the street. It was like, he had to connect with, the neighborhood bullies so that I could walk the street freely with my horn. So, and then, we morphed, and then he began to play bass, and we all met the rest of the band, and we became Kool in the Gang 6 years later, in 1969. That's how we became.
So now think about this. You guys have been doing this for over 50 years. Over the last 50 years, how would you say the music industry has changed for artists like Kool and the Gang?
It changed from funk, from
from R&B to funk, well, first soul music to funk music to disco music to pop music to hip-hop music, and that's the way the story goes.
So if Kool and the Gang was getting their start today, do you feel like it would be easier to make a big break today, or do you think it would actually be harder to get your start in 2020?
Harder, because everybody's doing it now, and the music, some of the music is just, what it is. I mean, I like some of it, but some of it all sounds monophonic, so to speak. It's all the same. A lot of synthesized driven, not all of it, it's just some of it. I see some of it going back to artists playing, music and being artistic, like it was when we came up. When we came up with jazz music and R&B music and soul. So we built our muscle trying to be the soul sound, or like Motown. We fashioned ourselves off the Motown, but first we fashioned ourselves off the jazz music. And then we brought into the Motown sound, and then the James Brown sound. And by that time, we were a funk band. That's what they call it, the genre, I guess. And we just put funk and jazz together and came up with that sound.
Well, it was a great sound, and I think everybody everywhere has heard of Kool and the Gang, and we're super excited for you guys celebrating 50 years in the music business. I'm going to throw a link to your YouTube channel so folks can find the special that's going on right now, and you've got some more episodes coming as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, definitely.
Again, Kool and the Gang, we all grew up listening to them, and we continue to play them on Sunny 93.3. And if you would like to hear their music, of course, you can listen to Sunny for that. And if you'd like to watch these the 5 episodes that are out right now, and maybe even follow the channel so you'll catch the next 5 that are coming soon, I've got a link to that at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. Thank you so much for listening to our Bright Spot of News today, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. Time right now for a little bit of entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Oh, so good, celebrities. Fabulous. I'm pretty stoked by this. I tripped over it by accident, and every now and again, not very often, a show will come along where I go, you know what? Deal me in. I am here.
John Wick?
I am here. No, that's a movie.
Okay.
This television series, this thing started last year, and I caught it late in the season, and now it's back. It's
Hallmark Channel?
It's one of the most delightful things like ever. It's called Holy Moly.
Oh, what is that?
It's miniature golf.
Really?
Thursday nights on ABC.
What?
It is undoubtedly just the best thing I've seen on network television in decades.
So is it like a mini golf tournament?
Oh, with a flair and with lots of twists. Okay. And it's actually announced it's hosted by Rob Riggle, who's hilarious.
Oh, I love Rob.
And one of his partners.
Oh, yeah, I love him.
And it's just this big, immense mini putt-putt golf course built somewhere outside of Los Angeles.
Okay.
And you got to see it to believe it. It makes me so. I'm sitting here smiling. Rob Riggle's face should be on money.
He should be. He's an awesome dude.
The thing is hysterical. The payoff, by the way, when it gets to the finals, the grand champion of the whole thing, and it runs about 10 episodes or so, is $250,000.
Holy cow!
Whoa. Holy moly!
Holy moly!
Holy moly! It is hysterical.
I'd have to check this out now.
Somehow Thursday's episode managed to somehow combine The Bachelor with mini golf. This thing's off the rails, man. You've got to watch it.
What, this next week it'll be the cast of Scooby-Doo?
I really have no idea because every episode is just completely different, and it's very funny. And the contestants are really good. A lot of them have been golf coaches and semi-pro players and everything else, and yeah, check it out.
That is really cool. Holy moly.
Holy moly,
ABC
Thursday nights
TV.
on ABC. And again, I never plug much of anything on TV, but
this is good.
In these trying times we find ourselves in these dark times,
I have
in these
to set my
disturbing
DVR
times.
up for that now.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it
and there's
Thursday
absolutely there's no social justice posing going on. It's just a free for all. It's just right on. Check it out if you're looking for some
KSFY.
chuckles and about an hour's worth of
Thursday.
escape on a Thursday night.
I'm gonna set my DVR to record that, Dan. And if it's not as good as you say it is,
And it's,
you'll be paying the price.
Oh no,
better.
It's good, and it's generational too. My son Luke is a huge fan. He's a huge fan. In fact,
he is your son. So
yeah, if you want to catch last season's 10th episode, it's streaming on Hulu. So.
Oh, it is. Yes. See, we can. No, I don't think we have Hulu anymore.
We still have Hulu.
Or we just lost our password. I couldn't log into it the other day.
Be totally worth getting Hulu to do it.
All right. Well, Dan, thank you for that update, sir.
Oh yeah, my pleasure.
That is the best update you've done all day. Thanks.
It really is, isn't it?
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, July 13th, 2020. The equities market finished out the week on a bullish note, rising more than 1%. The gains were enough to put the market firmly in the green for the week and on pace to continue the rally that began a few months ago. While small in the overall scheme of things, Friday's action showed that traders are unwilling to be short or underpositioned going into today's open. This week, a big test for the market. Not only are there some key economic reads, as it is the beginning of each peak earnings season, on the economic front, investors will be looking for data on consumer-level inflation, retail sales, and the Fed's Beige Book report on the economy. In terms of earnings, last week hit its high gear on Tuesday with the reports from J.P. Morgan, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.